Member for Sarnia-Lambton.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's a pleasure to rise today and speak in support of this important act, Bill 20, the Hawkins-Uniacke Act, and that will require carbon monoxide detectors in all residential buildings. I applaud as well the member from Oxford for his foresight and tenacity in redrafting in the first place and reintroducing this bill. The third time's the charm, member from Oxford. Previous legislators who sat exactly where we sit today had the wherewithal and good judgment to enact legislation that serves to protect Ontarians from potential threats in homes and businesses. Mr. Speaker, those members passed important legislation that required fire alarms in all homes and carbon monoxide direction in new homes and buildings. Those members at that time, Mr. Speaker, saw that by enacting a simple piece of legislation, they could increase safety in our homes. This important action has saved the lives of countless numbers of individuals and families from undue tragedy and grief that had befallen far too many before. I was fortunate enough in my former employment to work for a very thoughtful employer who every year would make a different safety gift to employees for safety records, and myself included at the time. And one of those, one year, was carbon monoxide detectors. So I know there are a number of those in my home that have still there from that time, and also that we've replaced over the years. So that employer was very thoughtful and looking forward to the future. I encourage every member of this legislature to check and make sure that they too have carbon monoxide detectors in their home and they are fully operational. Carbon monoxide is often called the silent killer because it gives no clear warnings of its presence to its victims. It's an invisible gas with no taste or smell. Without carbon dioxide alarms, families are unable to detect the presence of this poisonous gas in any concentration. Carbon monoxide is produced by many different devices that we find in our homes. Compounding the issue is the fact that the same technology that allows us to seal up leaks in our homes and prevent energy loss can also have the effect of corralling harmful gases until they reach lethal levels. As such, it is absolutely essential that we have carbon monoxide detectors in our homes to detect any of these dangerous toxins. I'd like to touch on several troubling statistics that I found while I was researching Bill 20. Carbon monoxide is the #1 cause of accidental poisoning deaths in North America. Close to 15% of the incidents investigated by the TSSA involve carbon monoxide. And studies have shown that each year, some 13,000 Canadians experience some level of carbon dioxide. By enacting this simple piece of legislation, Mr. Speaker, Bill 20, we will be doing our part to prevent any other families from experiencing the tragedy that tragically befell the Hawkins-Uniacke family in late 2008. Richard, Laurie, Cassandra, and Jordan were all overcome by carbon monoxide because of a seemingly benign exhaust vent on a gas fireplace that become blocked simply from years of use. Like any other Canadian who heats their home for comfort, this family had no expectation that simply warming the basin could put them at risk. I commend the member from Oxford for his commitment to this important piece of legislation. I want to thank all the family members that are here today and have worked so hard to see this important piece of legislation become law. And, Mr. Speaker, this legislation will provide, when passed, a simple and effective level of protection for our families. I urge all parties to support Bill 20, the Hawkins-Uniacke Act. Thank you.